Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of KDTV's Motivational Monday. Now, I'm not going to take up too much time because we all know why we're here. It's Monday. This is Motivational Monday. Let's get motivated. Today's topic is the power of positive thinking. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and we all need to remain positive during this time. So, I hope that this video gives you the push you need to get you through the day and for the rest of your week. I like to start off with a quote. The quote of the day comes from the famous American actor, musician, and activist Willie Nelson, and it says, "Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results." The Bible verse for the week comes from Philippians chapter 4 verse 8, and it says, "Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable, and right and pure, and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise." As always, my 3 key points for this morning. Why is it so important to think positively? Number 2, how to stay positive in a world that's filled with negativity. And number 3, the power of positive thinking and what you can do with it. Okay, so let's start breaking these down. Why is it so important to think positively? The things we take in and what we spend most of our time focusing on influences who we are, what we do, and our outlook on life. If we always have a negative mindset, or if we're always looking at the downside of things and constantly trying to figure out ways that something can't work, then we stand a chance of missing out on some really good opportunities for our life. And you shouldn't want the way that you think to be the reason that you miss out on a good opportunity. A lot of times we talk ourselves out of blessings and new levels for our life because we don't think we can handle what may come with them. And sometimes God may open a door for us and we shut it ourselves because we're afraid of what's on the other side. We fear the unknown because we feel more confident and safe when we're comfortable. And we prefer to stay comfortable rather than take a chance to see what would happen if we took that step towards something new. Having a positive mindset allows you to be optimistic in situations where you don't know the outcome, even if it's out of your comfort zone. Now, it's okay to be nervous about having to make a new decision, or maybe you're starting a new job, and maybe you're doing something that you've never done before. Just remember, as you do these things, the importance of keeping a positive mindset. And be sure to not allow negativity to creep in and steer you away from where you're headed. It's important to have a positive mindset because it will influence who you are and make you feel better about your life and the decisions you have to make. And sometimes it's not easy to be positive all the time. We're human. We stress ourselves out. We let things get to us that we shouldn't. And when we do this, we allow those things to mess up our mood and ruin our day. It's normal and okay to have days where you don't feel positive at all. And there will be some days when you don't want to continue. We're human and we're allowed to feel emotions other than happiness and positivity all the time. But you just have to learn how to find the positive moments in negative situations and know that what you may be going through right now won't last long because you're going through it. Remember that. My second point is how to stay positive in a world filled with negativity. If you turn on the news right now or look it up on YouTube or your phone, I'm sure you can get through 5 different segments without seeing something negative, hateful, disturbing, or racist. I mean, the list goes on. We're so attached to technology and social media that when it comes to the news, whether it's good or bad, it's always in our face as a constant reminder of all the bad and unfortunate things happening in the world right now. And it can really start to affect the way we think and how we feel if we let it. But here are a few ways to remain positive and keep your mind free of negativity and distractions. One thing is you have to be careful with what you let into your mind and who you spend a lot of your time around. Surround yourself with genuine people. People that you can trust and people that give off a positive vibe. I mentioned in my last video how it's best for us to remove ourselves from any negative vibes or people Because those vibes can rub off on you and affect how you think and handle things. It can cause you to make bad decisions and make you feel really bad about yourself. There's enough negativity going on in the world, so don't put yourself in a negative situation if you don't have to be there. Another way to remain positive in a negative situation, don't make something bigger than it actually is. I tend to do this sometimes because I'm an overthinker, and it's okay to overthink sometimes. But what we shouldn't do is make something bigger than what it actually is. If you find yourself getting anxious about something and it's causing you to have negative thoughts, then just stop for a minute and think, is this thing really worth my time or my energy? 9 times out of 10, it's not. And don't feel bad for not dealing with it. If it's not a life or death situation, don't let it consume your energy and cause you to have negative thoughts. Find someone who you can trust and talk to them about what you're dealing with and get another perspective on the situation. This will allow your mind to release some of the pressure and negativity because now you're not doing it alone. There's no way to avoid all negative things in the world. At some point in your life, you will be met with a circumstance that really tests your ability to remain positive in a negative situation. And I'm letting you know right now that you have what it takes to remain positive. You are strong enough to get through any situation. We weren't created to break or fold under the pressures of negativity, but to rise and persevere. You have what it takes. Number 3, the power of positive thinking and what you can do with it. Going back to the quote of the day, once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. That's it. If you want to know how much power you have and what you can do with a positive mindset, start today by changing the way you look at negative things and watch what begins to change in your life. You may be working a job right now that you don't like, or you may be looking for a job. You may be dealing with some things at home, or you may be dealing with some things that no one even knows about. Don't complain, don't point out all the negative things, and don't give whatever you're dealing with all your time and energy. Instead, speak positivity over these things, even if you don't believe them. Now, it's better if you do believe in what you're saying, because it's going to take some faith to change these things. But even if you don't, start today by writing down all the things that you would like to change about the negative things that you may be facing right now. And every day when you wake up, read these things out loud. You have the power to speak what you want to change into existence. Don't complain about it, because after you get done complaining, the problems are still there. Philippians 2:14 says, do everything without grumbling and complaining. If you want to see some negative things get better in your life, start to speak positivity over them and watch what happens. Okay, so I hope you can take all of that information and begin to change the way that you see negative things in your life. So up next, I have the challenges for the week. Number 1, watch a motivational video or listen to a motivational podcast to start your week. You're welcome. Number 2, speak life and positivity over yourself. I'll add in the description box below a list of words and phrases that you should be speaking over yourself and your family. There's power in what we say, and you have the power to change whatever you're dealing with just simply by speaking to that thing. Number 3, no complaining this week. That may be a tough one. I don't care what you're dealing with. I don't care what you're going through. I don't care who upsets you this week. Absolutely no complaining. None. It's gonna be a little tough because we always seem to feel better after we complain a little bit, but it doesn't help anything. The problem is still there. So this week, try not to complain about anything. Try your hardest to find the positivity in those moments and think about if that situation requires that much of your energy and your time. Number 4, vote. Everyone, please go vote. I hope you're all registered to vote. This is a very important election. This is probably the most important election in the history of the United States of America. And it's very important for everyone to go vote. So please, 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 it is your right. Your voice should be heard. Your voice matters. Your voice counts. So everyone, please go vote. And number 5, share this video with anyone who you think needs to hear it. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of KDTV's Motivational Monday. Before I go, I wanted to point out someone who's doing some pretty amazing things in their hometown, and that's Brandon Todd. Brandon Todd is the founder of the Mind Clothing Company, and he has some pretty amazing products, a powerful testimony, and he's created a brand that, in quote, aims to push individuals forward throughout the world in all aspects of life through fashion. The Mind Clothing is a fashion line that focuses on bridging the gap between thinking and doing. I love that. We genuinely care about the expansion of the mind and encouraging everyday people in today's society. Entrepreneurs, athletes, travelers, students, and the list goes on. So you guys, be sure to check out The Mind Clothing located at 108 Main Street in LaGrange, Georgia. He's doing some pretty amazing things, and I know you will not be disappointed with his products. And let's continue to support Black-owned businesses. With all that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing week. Hope this week is filled with growth, positivity, and good vibes for all of you. And no matter what you do, no matter who you are, no matter where you go, remember to always, always, always spread peace, love, and laughs. See you guys next time.